everyone, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Karen.
Welcome everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at day 1 of formal dining made simple. And the vocabulary words are thoroughly.
Thoroughly.
I won't sign the contract until I've thoroughly reviewed it.
Very smart. Essential.
Essential.
Studying is essential if you want to get a good grade on the test.
Gracious.
Gracious.
Thank you for being such a gracious host.
You're welcome. Don't mention it. Converse.
Converse.
I'll converse with you tomorrow about my idea.
Okay. Laughter.
Laughter.
Clark's joke was so funny that I couldn't hold in my laughter. Okay, that was my joke. My joke is so funny.
My throat kind of hurts, so.
Okay, that's okay. Sometimes I, take a cough drop too when I feel a little. But
What?
Shane,
Yeah?
this is so rude.
Why?
Do you notice what you're doing?
I'm eating something. Yeah.
You're chewing with your mouth open.
Oh, that's right.
And then you're very loud.
Oh.
Come on, we're talking about formal dining today. That's something to be careful of.
So when you were growing up, were you taught formal dining? Were you taught what is the proper etiquette when you're eating?
I've learned some things about, formal dining, but not as detailed as our article today.
Well, in the article, they mentioned putting your elbows on a table. Were you allowed to do that?
Yeah, my dad didn't really mention anything about that.
I couldn't.
Oh, really?
No,
so you had to keep your elbows off the table.
My dad would knock off my elbow if it was on the table.
No.
Yeah.
Because he would tell you that it's rude.
It's rude, yeah.
My dad would tell me if I start chewing with my mouth open.
Like I was doing before.
And he would say, please chew with your mouth closed. No sound.
Well, I think there's some pretty detailed ones in here about formal dining, so I think maybe you should read it and find out more. But I don't think we all learn these, right? I think this is pretty high level. So you're going to know everything.
And you're going to learn everything and tell us.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Okay, everybody, enjoy.
Enjoy.
Formal dining made simple. Formal dining can be a thoroughly enjoyable experience. However, because of the sometimes confusing etiquette involved, an invitation to a formal meal can make many nervous. But a little knowledge of dining etiquette can pave the way for a smooth and enjoyable meal for host and guest alike.
Welcome to Live Interactive English Magazine. Today's lesson is called Formal Dining Made Simple. Day 1. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff. This is Mike, Fancy Pants Mike, going to his fancy restaurants and doing his fancy dining.
That's right. Formal dining is what we're doing. We're not talking about elbows on the table, hamburger juice dripping down your chin.
Pinky up.
Pinky up. Many spoons, many forks, many knives, and you have to sort of wipe your face like this. And don't slurp your soup. You're in fancy company. So what we're talking about is a fancy dinner, the kind of thing you might do at a very formal event, maybe a wedding or a business meeting or, something serious like that. So it is kind of an unusual experience for a lot of people, and there are some rules that if you don't do this or eat this way frequently, you might not be aware of. So what we're going to do for today and tomorrow is sort of get you to learn about some of these rules, get you used to them. So hopefully next time you won't look like a slob when you're out with good company or fancy company, or at least company who know what they're doing.
Anyways, don't be intimidated.
No.
Don't be intimidated, everyone.
No.
Formal dining can be a thoroughly enjoyable experience, even though you might have to wear a suit and tie, and you have to follow the rules, some of which are quite arcane. Formal dining can be enjoyable. Get this, it can be a thoroughly enjoyable experience. Now here, let's go ahead and talk about this adverb thoroughly. Thoroughly means in a very detailed and exhaustive way. Yes, if you enjoy something thoroughly, you enjoy that thing completely, okay? You completely suck the marrow out of that thing. You love it just that much. For example, I won't sign the contract until I've thoroughly reviewed it. Yes, I'm going to look at it in a detailed way. I'm going to read every single word in that fine print.
However, it says, so going back to our article, however, because of the sometimes confusing etiquette involved, an invitation to a formal meal can make many nervous. Yeah, most of us are not, rich or princes or travel with, fancy people, so we don't do this very often, and there is etiquette. What is etiquette? It's just a fancy word for sort of the rules of good manners or the rules of polite behavior. Knowing etiquette will avoid you embarrassing yourself when you're faced with lots of spoons at a formal dinner. But, as it says, a little knowledge of dining etiquette can pave the way or can clear the way for a smooth and enjoyable meal for host and guest alike. We're going to get you familiar with some of these rules so the next time you can enjoy the meal and not just be a bundle of nerves trying not to do the wrong thing. We'll take a break and then we'll be back, so get ready with your napkin and your plates and your forks because it's formal dining time.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。这2天的课文是关于用餐礼仪。虽然餐桌礼仪有时候会让人母萨萨，以至于在参加正式场合啊、参加正式宴会的时候会让人有点紧张。不过稍微了解一下用餐礼仪，就可以让宾客和主人吃得顺利又尽兴。其实正式的用餐可以是令人非常愉快的经历。当你学会这些眉眉角角之后，就不用在那边穷紧张了。Mike 老师刚刚用到 a bundle of nerves， 这是用来指极度紧张、非常紧张的人。好，至于 etiquette 它表示礼仪或是礼节，是当名词。那这边还有一个单词是 thoroughly 它是副词，表示非常或者是彻底地、完全地。Jeff 老师在解释这个单字时提到2个形容词，一个是 detailed 它是形容详细的、精细的。那么 exhaustive 它是形容彻底的、全面的或是详尽的。老师还有用到一个字 marrow 可以指骨髓，那也可以用来指精髓或是精华。接回课文中。
Formal dining made simple. Basic table manners are the first element of dining etiquette. Keep your elbows off the table and chew with your mouth closed. Cut food into manageable bite-sized pieces and never pick your teeth at the table. While it's okay to use your fingers when eating bread or sandwiches, most foods should be eaten with utensils. If you want something you can't reach from your seat, know that it's rude to reach across the table. Instead, ask someone to pass items to you. Remember, dishes are usually passed to the right, and salt and pepper shakers should be passed together.
All right, folks, fine dining can be intimidating, but stick with us and we'll tell you guys what to do. Okay, basic table manners are the first element of dining etiquette.
Okay, so these are basic. These are ones we should use all the time.
Absolutely. We don't need to worry about the bone spoon or the ivory spoon until
the lobster
much
fork.
Later on. We'll get to that later.
Okay.
First of all,
basics,
fundamentals.
Yes.
Keep your elbows off the table. And please chew with your mouth closed, not open. Don't smack. That's gross. And while you're eating, refrain from talking. Wait until you have chewed and then swallowed your food before you talk, though. Please do converse and talk while at the table. Just do it at the right time. Now, further, you got to make sure that you cut your food properly. Don't try to put the whole steak in your mouth at one time.
No, that's right. Cut your food into manageable, bite-sized pieces, about the size of a large coin, say, or something like that, and never pick your teeth at the table. Yes, in Western society and Western etiquette, even covering your mouth and using your toothpick, that's a no-no. And do cut your food. I've seen this also. Taiwanese people do this. They'll take the bread bun and put their fork in it and just eat it like an apple on a stick or something. Don't do that. Cut it. Even tear it with your hands, because you can use your fingers.
Yeah, it's okay. While it's okay to use your fingers when eating bread or sandwiches, most foods, when you are dining out or fine dining, most foods should be eaten with utensils, forks and spoons and knives and things like that.
But not your bread bun. Don't put it on your fork.
No, and guys, A toothpick is not a utensil.
No.
When you go out to a nice restaurant, when you're fine dining, leave your toothpick at home.
That's
okay?
right.
Just leave it at home, forget about it.
Or
Now,
if there's something painful, go to the washroom with your toothpick and do it in the washroom. Don't do it at the table.
yes, if the food is causing you pain, you can excuse yourself and go to the bathroom.
Now, sometimes there are things on the table that you want, but if it's a formal dinner, it might be a big table. I'm sorry. It might be a big table, so of course you can't always get the things that you want near you. So if you want something you can't reach from your seat, know that it's rude to reach across the table. You don't want to be reaching across the table like that. What do? Instead, it says ask someone to pass items to you. Always use the word please. Please pass me the something. Remember, dishes are usually passed to the right, and salt and pepper shakers should be passed together. If someone asks for the salt, pass them the pepper as well, just to keep those two things together all the time.
Keep the shakers together and pass the dishes to the right. Why? Because if you pass them in both directions, you might just have a collision, and that's no good at all. So the standard thing that people do is to pass the dishes to the right. That's just the way that people have agreed to do this thing. All right, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
我们现在来学一些基本的餐桌礼仪吧。老师们刚刚用到 basics 还有 fundamentals 这两个字都可以表达基础或者是基本原则。那当这意思来解释时，这两个通常都是用复数型表示。课文一开始介绍基本礼仪，就是手肘不要放桌上，那么咀嚼咬东西的时候，嘴巴要记得闭上。而且食物呢，要切成一小口一小口的量，切成你容易处理的大小。还有啊，千万不要在餐桌上面剔牙，就算你有用手遮住，这样也不恰当。最好是到盥洗室，或者是到别人看不到的地方再去清理牙齿。好，文中的复合形容词 bite size 也可以写成 bite sized， 用来指一口大小的。那么 pick one's teeth 是指剔牙，我们就顺便补充一下，牙签的英文是 toothpick。好，当我们在吃面包或是三明治的时候，千万不要把它整块插在叉子上面，然后慢慢啃。其实你可以用手指去拿来吃，不过大多数的食物都还是要使用餐具。好，另外当你有需要某样东西坐在位置上却拿不到的时候，应该要请别人把东西递给你，而不是把手伸到桌子对面去，这样很没有礼貌。然后也要记住说，递盘子的手通常是往右边传。还有盐巴罐跟胡椒罐应该要一起递给别人。这边有两个补充单字 utensil 是名词，它表示用具或是器皿。那么 shaker 它是指佐料瓶或是混合器，那通常就是我们说那种盐巴罐上面盖子有孔的那种瓶子。文中的 salt shaker 就是盐巴罐， pepper shaker 是指胡椒罐。这把课文中
Formal dining made simple. Consideration of other diners is essential to a pleasant dining experience. Be polite and gracious. Eat slowly and take time to converse with those around you. Laughter is perfectly fine, but keep the volume down and never shout across the table to make yourself heard. Moreover, keep your phone on silent or vibrate and check it as little as possible during the meal.
So everyone, we are fine dining. Now it's very important to follow the basic rules of etiquette that we just discussed. Now, we also have to talk while at the table, but remember, we're not talking while chewing or eating, but conversation at the table is quite important. Yes, consideration of other diners is essential to a pleasant dining experience, so don't shun anyone, be polite and gracious.
Yeah, it should be a nice formal event, but it still means that you can have a good conversation, you can have a good time. But it's essential to be polite and gracious to other people. It's essential to be considerate, to be thoughtful. What is essential? Well, this adjective just means very important or most necessary. It's one of the most important things you must do. You have to be polite. You can't cause a fight or arguments or things like that in a dinner, because then it's just going to be an uncomfortable and unpleasant experience for everyone. You don't want that. So it's essential to be pleasant, to be polite, to be gracious and considerate. For example, example, studying is essential if you want to get a good grade on the test. It's absolutely important. You can't do without it. And here we talked about it's essential to be gracious.
Yes, gracious here, that's our next vocabulary word. It's an adjective. If you are gracious, you're thoughtful, considerate, you're kind, you're polite. That's what it means to be gracious. When I think about being gracious, I think of being complimentary to others or giving compliments to other people and also being able to accept those types of things from other people as well without running into any issues socially. Everything moves slowly and everyone's happy because of that. That's what it means to be gracious. Anyways, for example, thank you for being such a gracious host. You were wonderful. You were so kind and so polite.
Welcoming, warm, friendly, all of those things. So what do? Well, it says eat slowly as you're having your dinner. It's not a race. Eat slowly and take time to converse with those around you. This is not feeding time at the farm. This is a social event that involves eating dinner together, but the social part is as important or more important than the eating and meal part. So a conversation is a good thing to have. That's what you want to have at your dinner table or your dining table. And converse, this verb basically is the verb form of conversation. A conversation is a talk or a chat between two people. To converse is to talk or to chat with two or more people. It's a slightly formal version of talk, but it basically means the same thing. For example, I'll converse with you tomorrow about my idea.
I'll talk with you or chat with you tomorrow.
There we'll have
That's
a conversation.
when we'll have a conversation.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's keep moving on. The next sentence says, laughter is perfectly fine, but keep the volume down and never shout across the table to make yourself heard. Further, keep up with the conversation if you can, and if not, stay quiet. Anyways, laughter. Laughter is ha ha ha. It's the act of laughing. And yes, I've heard a good rule of thumb. You can laugh all you want. Just if you keep your mouth closed, you won't have to worry about the volume. Sometimes if you throw your head back and have a huge guffaw and laugh with your mouth wide open, you might be laughing too loud. So, rule of thumb, if you just keep your mouth closed while you're laughing, you will never have a problem with your volume. Anyways, the word laughter is a noun, and we've got an example sentence for you guys right now. You could say, Clark's joke was so funny that I couldn't hold in my laughter. I just had to laugh.
That's right. It's the act of laughing and also the sound of laughing. So we talk about hearing laughter. That's that sound that people make when they laugh. All right, so there you go. Moreover, here's a good one, especially for the modern times that we live in. Moreover, keep your phone on silent or vibrate and check it as little as possible during the meal. I would say this is something you could change. A lot of young people would be comfortable with having their phone on the table, but older people, and certainly in a very formal event, no, just put your phone away. You're here to enjoy dinner with these people. You're not here to be, paying attention to your line feed or Instagram or anything like that. And if there's something really important that you are, checking your phone for, maybe excuse yourself. You could do something like that.
If the food is causing you pain, excuse yourself and go to the restroom. If you get an emergency call, excuse yourself graciously and leave the table and then take the call or place the call.
Keep the phone in the pocket or in your purse and put it on silent or vibrate.
There you go. All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to end today's lesson. It's time for us to say bye-bye.
当我们在用餐的时候，应该要考虑到其他的用餐者，这一点非常重要。我们应该要表现得亲切又有礼貌。那吃东西的时候慢慢吃，你要花一点时间跟旁边的人交谈，不要顾着一直玩手机。那当你嘴巴里面有食物的时候，记得不要开口。至于笑的时候，要降低音量，也不要大声喊叫。那手机最好要调静音或是震动。用餐的时候尽量不要看手机，多花点时间陪伴身边的人。好，我们最后来看4个单字 essential 它是形容词，表达有绝对必要的或者是不可或缺的。那么 gracious 它是形容亲切有礼貌的或是宽厚的。那 Jeff 老师提到 thoughtful 还有 considerate， 这2个字都可以用来形容体贴的或是考虑周到的。老师还用到 complimentary 它是形容赞美的或者是恭维的。好，下一个单字 converse Converse 是动词，它是指交谈或是谈话。那它的名词叫做 conversation。conversation 就是指绘画或是谈话。至于 laughter 它是指笑或是笑声。我们顺便补充一下 guffaw 这个字 Guffaw guffaw 可以当名词或是动词来表达哈哈大笑。好，那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny。在今天的课程中，我们要介绍3个文法重点。第一个是 pave the way for 加名词，第二个是 A and B alike， 第三个是与 keep 相关的片语动词。首先，我们来学习 pave the way for 加名词。Pave the way for 加名词是指为什么什么铺路，使什么成为可能。其中的动词 pave 是指铺路的铺。例如 Jamie's early training as a dancer paved the way for her later success. Jamie 早期的舞者培训训练为他后来的成功铺路。接下来，我们来学习 A and B alike。A and B alike 是指不分 A 和 B。A 和 B 一样，那么副词 alike 在这边是指一样的或是相似的。例如 Catherine is kind and helpful. She is loved by customers and co-workers alike. Catherine 她人很好，又很热心，顾客和同事都很喜欢她。最后，我们来学与 keep 相关的片语动词。第一个是 keep off， 是指避开、远离。用法是 keep off something， 或者是 keep somebody off something， 或者是 keep something off something。那么 keep off 它的意思跟 stay off 相同。例如 The sign says please keep off the grass， 标志上写着请勿践踏草地。第二个片语是 keep down， 它是指使什么保持在低水平或者是控制，那常用来指控制数量和大小。用法是 keep down something 或者是 keep something down。例如 Can you please keep your voice down？ 可以请你把说话的音量降低吗？以上是今天的重点整理，我们下次见喽 See you next time, bye。
欢迎收看就爱讲英文，我是悠悠，
我是季安。
开车的时候最不想要跟人家发生这个意外事件，因为有时候责任归属很难分嘛，到底是你撞我撞你，还是怎么回事？那谁想要负责任呢？对不对？所以先搞清楚谁撞谁吧。
对，那谁撞谁？有时候你车子停在那边也会被撞，
对，就被人家刮了一道，到底是谁？
一个一个来啊！这个车子被刮到，给这样刮伤就是 scratch， 就是抓的意思。scratch OK， 那这种轮胎呢被划破、割破，我们用 slash 也是那个斜线的意思哦，就是 slash 横割 slash OK。
只是你知道撞呢也分好多种撞，比如说连环撞、轻微擦撞、这个冲撞，然后什么撞？
好，一个一个来啊，这个迎面对撞。哇，头对头的叫做 head on collision，
嘣，
对
，head on collision。
好，那高速公路上面常常会发生这个连环车祸，对不对？就是一台一台撞。A chain collision。chain 呢就是那个连环的意思，一个链子这样。对 ，a chain collision。那如果是轻微擦撞的话，轻轻撞一下，尖姐亲一下而已哈 ，slight impact。slight 是很轻微的，一点点的 ，impact 就是撞击，然后说 slight impact。对，那 crash， 对，就是冲撞了，很大力的撞。OK， 所以我们说车祸呢 ，car accident 之外，我们也可以说 car crash， 这个就撞很大力了，对。
所以如果呢，简单描述谁撞谁，就可以怎么说呢？
我撞了他。I hit the car in front of me while parking.
I hit the car in front of me while parking.
对，我停车的时候呢，
不小心了，
撞到前面的车。好，那不小心撞到一点点而已。
小擦撞。
It was a slight impact. 对，这只是一个小小的擦撞而已哈。I hit the car in front of me while parking. It was a slight impact.
可是发生车祸的时候要保持冷静，
真的
就要看清楚谁该负责任，因为有时候不是你的错啊，对不对？
责任嘛，哈，那英文里面有这个汽车这个责任险，
对，
就是 liability insurance。Liability
insurance，liability
呢就是看谁要负责 ，OK？ 那谁要负责的话，其实我们用一个简单的字叫 responsible。responsible， 对 ，She is responsible for this。She
is responsible for this.
For it， 她要为这件事情负责。
对，
好 ，responsible 就是形容词，那你也可以用名词啦，哈 ，responsibility。好，所以说 Whose responsibility is it？Whose
responsibility is it？ 谁的责任呢？
归属给谁？这样。
不管怎么样呢，责任归属非常重要哦。
对对对。
好，先来看今天的
Life Action。
Jay, are you okay?
No, I hit the car in front of me while parking.
Oh.
It was a slight impact. It was dark, and I couldn't see clearly.
But it seems like you are responsible.
I guess so.
That's too poor. Oh, it's okay. It's okay.